hello everyone. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully my mic issues have been fixed. We'll see. Hope you're all doing well. Last time we did more of the main quests. We did Snow Cloak. Was that the name of the dungeon? I believe it was. Easy way to find out. Yes, Snow Cloak. We did that dungeon. Wasn't too bad. Pretty fun. I died a few times, but you know what? This is my first time playing that level, so you know what? I don't mind as much. Besides that, didn't really do much. We did our dailies. Our recruits got leveled up more, did more quests. We need to check up on them soon, too. We'll start our daily, just to get it out of the way as well. And we'll continue on with the main quest, where I assume before the end we'll get into the Shiva boss fight. We'll see though. The suspicious Corthan. I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with him, then, if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. Who's Yukari? Oh, there are places like this in my homeland. Sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong! None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all! Oh, I thought he killed himself. Fancy meeting you here, Shent. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither. What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphanod is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most gracious offer, Lady Yugiri. One which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far. I shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Shent. Let us wait inside for Captain Ilberd to return and deliver his report. That's good. Sorry, yawning. I am number 30 on the wait list. Wonderful. You're gonna be in the big old tower, isn't he? Wonderful. I can fly to the top, though, right? The moon. Oh, not this one. No. Captain Ilberd seems confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Very great good. Yeah, oh. I thought I was going to hear Ilbert's report on Ivy. Don't know why we're just seeing all the leaders there. Interesting. Can't wait to find out. Captain Ilbert. Captain Ilbert, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us not that we did not already know Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Shgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation has been compromised, we took the necessary steps of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring the needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortemps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prying off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Raban's innermost circle? Someone whom has been with him since the Immortal Flame's establishment? 'Tis a most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. Aye, I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Uldaz was ever the most vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa Luminsa and Gridania have long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones mind, under the same leadership. Only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Uldaz's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known, even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost. There remains the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed. And given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier then than now, aye. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nail Van Darnus' ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Raban with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of which could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Aymeric informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leaders has been called. There have been developments in Galamed, it would seem. As Commander of Crystal Blaze, my presence is required. I would have you accompany me. Shint, as the realm status champion, is only... yeah, I'll do it. Good. Okay, come on. Get me out of it. 4, 3, 2... Whew! I got nervous there. Okay. Well, this'll be fun. Oh, goodness. So I have the thunder, but I don't have her arrow. Well, that's a little unfortunate. particularly large group of entering sprouts. I mean, me and the Strand Weaver. I don't know if this counts as a sprout, because it's more of like a flower. I don't see one for Togen. Oh yeah. Ah. Choppa. Let's not get caught in that. At least this is fairly quick in its own way. Dead man's drink. Pair of... No, I don't want to pass. Pass. How you been doing, Lucian, by the way? Sorry, I've been focusing on the dungeon. I apologize. But yeah. Been vibing. Nice. I'm just relaxing a bit before work. Good. Alright. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Okay, Alphanod. I'm gonna go to Nimza first. There's some things I need to do there. But I'll take the ship to Gridania. I guess there's no bell in here. I thought there was. Oh well. Oh wait. Cancel. How are they doing? Squadron has returned from the deployment. Pray look over the report, Commander. The mission was a success! Nice! Level 19 now. Heck yeah. Well, we gotta do another one, right? Greetings, Commander. The squadron is performing well, but let's keep up the pace. How should we proceed? Mission deployment or training? This is the one we just did, the level 5. Just do the training board? But I thought it said that they couldn't really get their attributes up anymore. I guess if we're just doing this. Just to pump levels. Okay. I could do that. We'll do more comprehensive training then. Push-ups and breathing exercises. Alright. Go to my inn. Do a venture while we're here, and then we'll fly off to Gridania. I'd like a room, innkeep. Oh. Potato, what do you got for me, bud? Oh, an infantry shirt. Huh. You know what? Honestly, that doesn't look too bad. I don't hate that shirt. Could be better, could be worse. Yeah, we want you to do more quick explorations, please. You got it, my lord. just take the lift down, right? Yes. It's been a while. Have I gained any... any new titles? Oh, I have! Heart of the party, leave a good impression. Eorzea defended. Defender of Eorzea. Gambler. This one. Defender of Eorzea. Yes. Oh, hi, Lucian. How you doing? What are you doing here? My thanks for coming, Shint. When you're ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the lotus stand. Hey, silent conjurer. The Alliance awaits you at the lotus stand. Will you be joining them now? Yes. If you were on Lamia, I would have... you would have kidnapped me into your SC already. I could always swap.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
Oh. Yeah, if they're gonna talk, I'll let them talk. I don't want to double click through their stuff again by accident. Ah.
The rumors are true then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Oh shoot, here we go.
Who?
Yeah, I was gonna say who. Oh, we're gonna see. Okay.
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
The heck's that? Damn.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed. Yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Yeah, they're still not quite interested in doing that.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
I feel like there's a good chance to be able to root out the Ivy just from this discussion alone. Especially if all of them are being watched. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestinations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little unless to the common folk. Take the Mincins, for instance. Though Admiral Merwib outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. Gosh darn it, I shouldn't... And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Eldon scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Old Dawn Society, Teledigi Adelegi, for example, but that is beside the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they have cause to be or not. Watering the sprouts. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deemed the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Shint. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilbert near the Adder's Nest. He'll give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Corthus, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Alright. Oh, he's in... Oh, he's here. Oh, okay. Works. I'll take that. He's in the newer part of it. Gotta go faster. Oh. Ilbert! What? My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Alright, give me money and I'll help. And also, haddock dip. That does not look like a dip, that looks like a salad. I'll take it, though. Oh, yeah, nothing. Evan's Dark Coat? Ah, that's kind of neat. I don't hate that. Oh, that's kind of cool too, though. I don't like this as much, but it's still pretty cool. Albert is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and is preparing to move against the Garlean spy. Alright, what we got? Alright, yeah, now we're back to me talking. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than the Flame Marshal Eileen Roail. Raban's second in command. Really? Prior to joining the Immortal Flame, she was a mercenary of no small renown. And she's been there since the beginning. I remember her in the background of quite a few things, especially the meeting we just had, too. Oh my gosh. She was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with the polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The Monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And it was no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the Monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Roail was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Monetarists? Jeez. Yeah, that, I'm really hiding like that. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Our foremost interest to us is Roail's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General, or While Raban attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the flame of the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Rodania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She's up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of of her guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? Stoic nod. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. That shouldn't be too bad. Bum-ba-da-ba-bum-ba-da. She is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion! So she has entered the Carline Canopy. Meaning someone, perchance? Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemy is her name. I shall remain here in case she reappears. Sometimes I forget I set status on Discord as bag of meat, and then I remember it again. You laugh. Look. Shit better. Such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant! No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Didn't come this way. Where did she go? I don't see her. No sign. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the Seven Hills could she have gone? The Roost! How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some moon toy tonic? A company imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait. That necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Dang! The Domans are good! Thank the 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, she would have disappeared without a trace. I liked the clothing, but I feel like I need the money more. Triple cream coffee? Seems like it's more cream than coffee. Freshly roasted ground coffee beans, percolated to perfection and mixed with an equal amount of thick dairy cream. Bum-ba-da. I keep forgetting to use, like, my food items. Elbert is eager to resume the pursuit of Ellen, Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suspect we follow her example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweetwood Pier. I mean, I'm fine. Is the pier again? Okay. Thank you. I also realized I could be taking the crystals, but it's fine. Not paying attention where I'm going. Thank you. Yeah, Wilbur. Rubble. This way, my friends. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorne Hut. If Royal is truly the one you seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Our genius friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications. We have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Roel would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flame, she cannot move about Fanlin without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. It is for this reason I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elzen are a common sight here, and her coming and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and contact Roeo in the act. Stoic nods. Mount roulette! I need to get more mounts for the roulette. I also need to, while I'm in the area, I need to check my my achievement points, see if I have enough for stuff. Maybe I'll buy a mount, because I think there is a mount available. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. Ivy returns to the Gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than catching her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Hi, Gary. Just beyond, Royal is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an Imperial intermediary, no doubt. I still need to finish my coils, yeah! Oh, gosh. This is it, with me! Flame Marshal Elaine Royale, you're under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool! Nuh-uh, he ain't going anywhere. Damnation! Oh, hi, Itamuki. How you doing? You ain't going anywhere either. You're unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelves Wood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. You ain't going anywhere. I'll offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Level 2 easy. Even a warrior of Rial's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die, as a frickin' tree comes. Mayhap then the people of Uldar will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present, if I may ask. What will you do now, Shins? Rabble, rabble, rabble. So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe. So please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. I mean, probably. I just don't know how to start that kind of quest. Minfilia is back in Mordona. Hooray! Oh, gosh. Leon. It's been a while since I've been here. Yes, but hey, Gary, you're missing the point. The individual doesn't matter. It was a team effort, and I was the one who... Thancred's tales of Lady Yugiri almost beg a belief. My heart is fit to burst from admiration. A rousing tale of comrades' valor. Truly, we are fortunate to count Lady Yugiri a friend. Are they having a competition? I could do this all day. A-L-L-D-A-Y. Ho! Ha! Ugh. I can't go on much longer. Strength, Hori! On your honor as a scion, I forbid you to surrender! I must admit, this exercise of yours never fails to amuse me. While its movement appears comical, it does seem to have the desired effect. It's a battle of wills, a struggle for supremacy. Our fighting styles may differ, but this unyielding spirit is the same in warriors the world over. Oh, wait, Tataru, you can juggle? That's neat. Steady, steady. Not bad, huh? With a little more practice, I can earn a fortune at the Ruby Road Exchange. She can seriously be considering it. Life as a street performer should be one's last resort, not their first. Tataru has grown beyond childish fantasies of becoming a songstress. Now she aspires to be a legendary street performer. Okay. Oh, goodness. Welcome back, Shint. I understand that Alphanaud had a task for you. May I ask what it was? We found the Ivy. Charges of treason and espionage against Alien Royale. I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Hey, here we go. Bacon broth? Though technically a soup, this XIV dish consists mainly of large slabs of smoked bacon boiled with several other lesser ingredients. Bacon. Menphilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aid. That's true. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctum of some description. It is there that we suspect she meets this shaman Shiva using the crystals she stole from the House Fortem's caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Aethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetheryte to which she had teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Yurinje, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you're here, mayhap we could welcome her together? I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Okay. New person! I like meeting new people. A simple plan accepted. Oh no, my high elixir's gone. I'll put a regular elixir. Leave the rising stone. Yes. Oh, I forgot to check the achievements. Oh well. It's fine. Rabble, 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 rabble. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little mini airship that's carried by chocobos. I like that. This person? This person? No, not that person. That person? This person. Oh yeah, they do have the necks around the marks around the neck, like some of the others do. Oh, we got
none other.
voice act.
I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Sharlayan scholar and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has
Moonbreeder?
played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Just the thumbs up. Does not fit at all. Charmed, I'm sure. Big old thumbs up. She seems cool, though. I like her so far. From an outpost in an aether-rich wasteland, this place is a good deal livelier than I expected. Just goes to show that you never know until you know. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. I know I shouldn't need potions, but I like to have them just in case. Doesn't look like anything new since we did that. Is that Tips and Mahdi on the wall back there? I'm amazed he managed to find all the pieces after, well, you know. Oh, the staff? I did not know there was a name for it. Cool. More robble.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Oh, dang, Paplamo.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. and nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Oh my.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
Oh,
You
it's still
haven't
gonna be
found it, then?
summoned.
You're missing Aetherite.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
Sounds like we need a Sid.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Still don't know what that is.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the Aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Still die, but no
Those
suffering.
risk the lives of our best and brightest. we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
I just wanted them all to look at me and me just look to the side as well to see what they're looking at, just to be me and like, ah, god damn it. It's always me. At least I got a bowl of bacon broth out of it. Alright, how are we doing this? Oh, very cool. The instruments of our deliverance. The plan has been devised and Minfilia would have it carried out without further delay. I have already informed Alphinaud of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeda described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet you with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Shent, and that I have faith you will return to us as you always have. Not at all. Planting flags right there. Okay. This is fine. I'll be fine, you know? Oh, they have the whale. The whale's cool too. I think that's a different kind though. I think there's the white one and then there's the black one there, but I'm not entirely sure. At least from the older Final Fantasies, I thought it was like a whitish silver. Though again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong many a time before. Good to see you, Shint. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Helene Royer in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Oh, we're just doing it. Okay. I still love this little tune that plays. There. It's ready. Ha! It worked! I think. Try attuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Stoic nod. Time to go see Shiva! Time for an ice fight. We have done all we can, Shint. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. I'm not going to be able to. It's going to be summoned, but I'll beat up Shiva, and it'll be fine. Alright. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about waging their lives on the success of Moonbreeda's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Aymeric. Okay. What's up? Sir Aymeric regrets that he could not be here in person, and asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Shentabeta, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Hallen bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Look, the XIV amphitheater has been unlocked. Hard. Oh, I don't even get a normal, but we get to do the hard mode. Cool. Alright, confront Shiva in the XIV amphitheater. Also, I want to talk to Moonbreeda first. I have a mind to join you, but your Jay made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently, the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. As if I'd give her the chance. Oh, thank you, Lucian. I appreciate it. Thank you. You. Oh, not this one. Yeah, not Guildhurst. Trials. That was because I still have leveling on. Whoops. Join. Thank you. I realized it after a minute. Wait, oh, it's a big fight too. I guess the hard fights are parties of 8? Whew. Goodness. Still, I'm glad that my title is going to be correct for this stream, at least. That I will definitely be fighting Shiva. Oh, I think I was going to go to Gridania real quick while we wait, but never mind. Also, Shiva looks cool. Alright, here we go. It's just a single boss fight. This'll be fine. Iceheart. Don't do it.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us to eternal grace.
Icicle hair. Here we go. Those who take upon the sword will die upon the sword. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is an interesting fight. Uh-oh. Embrace the serenity, renounce the haters that consume you. What, where, oh, why? Uh-oh. And scatter them like dust in the wind. Diamond dust! Oh! Okay. Okay, and then the music? Ow. Oh. Sorry, Shiva. Honestly, it'd be nice if she was similar to Ramu, you know? Not really interested in, starting fights. At least she didn't die. Am I speaking too soon? She steps on someone in the party for diamond dust. I didn't even notice that. Fool, blind, bloody fool.
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift.
Oh, was she also one with the powers of Heidelin? Oh. I feel bad now. Here we go again.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Yay, we did the thing! By the 12, you're alive! I mean, of course you're alive! Why wouldn't you be? I saw did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough, I was only asking. Thanks. Brita remains unconvinced that you have not sustained a head injury. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stone. I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you had best pay a visit to the White Brim Front and speak with Alphanod. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's been busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and hearty. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. I don't have a concussion. No! I didn't even add this to my roulette options. Frickin' pink rhino. Alright, then. I'm fairly certain that I did. It's fine for now. I only have those 3 at the moment anyway. There he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there any doubts that the Warrior of Light would shoot? I need to stop that. I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. We always are too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of light. Of life, even. An outcome worthy of celebration, and one for which we have Shint to thank. Yes, you're right, of course, Sir Aymeric. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, should not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Oh, so she didn't die, she just ran? Okay. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmont, is the caravan ready? Ooh, yeah, I want to do that. There's a cobweb for was it in here? Apply to voice dialogue only. Yes, thank you. Heck yeah. The supplies that your men the supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it that these are the selfsame supplies the heretics stole from the House Fortem's caravan. Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Ah, on an unrelated note, Shint, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord has been most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. Took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. I don't. I like that. That's nice. Let's go see Hassenfont. Let him know that we're okay. Man, we become best buds. I like that. And the whale's still just sitting here. Hashifont. I thought I said Hashifont. Did I not? Did I mess it up again? Gosh darn it. I'm sorry. I thought I got it right that time. Hashifont. Hashinfont? Oh. Hashifont. What were you thinking, Shint? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway, and then engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury, Shint, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side, you would have been corrupted. And here I was forced to wait, condemned to wander at the fate of a dear friend for the, veritable eternity. Buddy. I'm sorry. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Aymeric wishes to have words with you and Master Alphinaud in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Okay. And Alphinaud just standing there. He did not need to be shown in this content, just standing there, arms crossed, watching all this. Where's this? Is this out and around? Ah. Yo, I need to talk to the person. Greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once. Yes. Show me the thing. Oh yeah, the other cool knight lady. Yeah, I like her too.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
No worries, Aymeric. Glad to help. Oh wait, it's not doing the thing? Auto advanced settings apply to voice dialogue only. Confirm. I don't know.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task.
They wouldn't have been.
From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
Still
as a
doesn't
gesture
sound
of
too
good
happy.
faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Aymeric, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial
That is so salty right now.
One born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second in command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service.
Hi,
Pray
Lucia.
excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Hooray! For one with reason to celebrate, Alfnod looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent and necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. However, there are great ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections from the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Shent, it is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Pray return to the Rising Stones. do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his beliefs. Not even the highborn are beyond the reach of the Inquisition. True, young leaders can be more amenable to new ideas. Then again, their lack of experience and influence can hinder their abilities to enact reforms. There's little fortune and far less fame in being a receptionist, but one must be realistic. Also, it would seem that I was grossly misinformed regarding the average earnings of a street performer. Forgive me, Shent. I thought I had prepared enough meals for everyone, but the others were most hungry. Our stock of wine is nearly run dry. That Charlatan scholar is drinking us out of house and home. Thancred, what the frick? What you two do is your own business. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, I just gotta say, you're pretty, you're alright. Trying to tumble the table now, are we? Don't give up yet, boy. Ida, line 'em up. A sip before practice, a sip after practice, all too often a sip during practice, I believe Moonbrita is having quite the bad influence on you. Calm yourself, Colton. It's just a little sip after practice. Clears out the cobweb snow and... She's a bad influence on everyone. No. I like her though. Minfidia, what's up?
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Stoic nod.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
Yeah.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed.
That's true.
We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required.
She was,
Maybe she's just special?
like me and Minfilia. I think she was also had the...
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals.
It might be how she was able to summon and keep her
Could it be
will.
that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Oh my gosh, a level 50 weapon coffer! Must have something amazing in it. Minfilia would discuss how best to proceed in light of recent developments. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard Sommer. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. What do you see if aught is amiss? Great, what's going on now? Oh, Tataru, don't sit down, Tataru. Still fortunate. Must be realistic. Average earnings of a street performer. Okay, no, it's all the same. Alright. What's going on, Alphanod? Shent, 'tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Raoul has escaped. It happened shortly after the immortal flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Raoul quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloody spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridanum. I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Rael's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. Oh god, it's all the way down to the south, I forgot. Oh, it's not that expensive. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Rael walked through the camp not a bell ago. She walked right through. He did not mishear. We have Raban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made an attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Rael must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. Ah. Shiva. You, Hase, what happened to you? Oh, you're just checking on us. Was that really necessary? I'd better be compensated for the additional excursion you caused me. Oh, level sync. Unable to commence bed while on a party. Leave. Yes. Bye. Proceed. This wretch was with Rio. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even to her own, the god's damn harpy. With me, Scion, we almost have her. To war! I mean, to battle! Enemy reinforcements! Look sharp, men! Show them no quarter. I can't move. More reinforcements? They really aren't paying me enough. You can't stand against the Empire. They have healers! Kill them first! Where are they? Where are the healers? No, not like this. No! Take it down, this Colossus. Okay, so I have to take out the Colossus before this is over. Forgive our lateness. We're in your debt. Oh god, there's so many. Zerka the Fetters, and something or other. Duty fit. Oh, gosh darn it. That's just a lot. Holy cow. Let's written normal. We're gonna do this. We can do this. My gosh. Reinforcements! Got him! Alright, good. I don't think I had as many deaths in that one either. Bind her! Do it tight! Yes, sir! She's going nowhere. Good work, men. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it's your God's-given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we Lobornish guardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. 'Tis no fault of mine if fools imagine me a paragon when I join the flames. If to hear you tell it, one would think you were the only person ever to have suffered. In case you had forgotten, Raban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin, and came back for more. Everything we have we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of low birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Uldar to face justice, and the peoples whose trust you had dragged through the gutter. I'm not joining the fate. Frick you. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sordid business is firmly at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies much wisely than Raban chose his. I got a weapon thingy! Yay! Wait, oh!
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Raban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Oh my gosh, what kind of weapon will I get? I got, I don't know what I got. What did it say? Okay, gear unequipable by my current class. Well, that's unfortunate. Alrighty. Ooh, Warrens. I learned the music. Yay. Alphanod would ask another favor of you. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Raban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. Ah, but I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Menphilia of all that has happened. I am aware that the Antestant held Royale in high regard. For better or worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Ah. anything's really changed in here. But with that, I have to call it a little early today. I'm sorry. I started, unfortunately, a little late. I had to get ready to go to work. Besides that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream any other day this week until around Sunday or Monday. We shall see. We'll see how it goes. At the very least, again, should be Sunday more Kenshi and Monday more Yakuza. We'll see how those go. And of course, more of this on Monday, or more of this on Tuesday. And then again, up in the air when I'll be playing it again. Oh, I was planning on playing more Final Fantasy XIV yesterday, but stuff came up. Stuff happens. Oh, goodness. I'm still trying to get used to this. Working at night, sleeping during the day, and, like, a lot less time to stream. And get other things done, too, that I need to get done during the little time that things are open during the day. Because around this time is when I have to end stream anyway, because, again, I'm not the only one here, and I don't really have any kind of sound dampening things, so I don't want to interrupt other people while they're sleeping. It is unfortunately just a part of it. We'll get by. Alrighty. I have time to quickly raid someone. Who is streaming now? Who's doing things? Who doing the streaming right now? No one's really playing Final Fantasy XIV that I'm following right now. That I am currently following. We'll see who's online and who doesn't have as many chatters going on. Again, a lot of people. And again, any recommendations, I'm more than happy. Okay, I'll go ahead and read them. OBS, I don't need that. Go away. Okay. That should be good. So we'll go ahead and raid Twerkles 2016. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your night. And if I don't see you, the rest of your week as well. Bye-bye.